Good morning, everybody. Oh my God, I'm going to make it through one of these. Owning your metallics, how to transparentize opaque metallics and create luminosity, shimmer or shine. Are you looking for whisper of organza or womp of woolen blanket? Working with transparent color to achieve depth and texture. Good morning. I'm Mariah for the third or fourth time this morning. Hello. Happiness. I think I've got it all figured out. We're going to do some transparent stuff. I'm going to just go ahead and flip over to P because we've been at it for a while. Hopefully you guys are popping back in. If you aren't, I totally get it. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right, P. You need to drink some more coffee.
Did I make it to the pink?
I don't know, because I was flipping around with settings and things, and hopefully everybody has hit back over. And
okay, so these are the colors that I came up with here.
Well, let's just give everybody just 1 second here, P. Okay. 1 second.
I'll drink some coffee.
Drink some coffee. We'll let people see your hands. I promise. I'm just gonna. Ugh. Okay. Goodness.
I'll put my foot. They can look at that. That marvelous creation I have.
I don't know what is with the...
Is it back?
Yeah, we're back. Okay, good. All right. Hi, guys. Woo! Yippee. Okay. Man, I don't know. Thank you.
I feel like we should
send
flowers or something.
Yeah, we're going to send you guys something. I'll tell you what, everybody that makes it back into the chat, we were going to do a little giveaway thing anyway. So, you just PM me, DM me, whatever it is, private message me. I will send you one of our little stencil samples that we've been working on. Here, I'm going to show you. Actually, here, I'll pop back over. So if you let me know that you are here in the chat, you made it back wherever you are, because I think we're back. We're working on both YouTube and on Facebook. Holy cow.
Where's the wood?
So these are all of the, I know you guys have been seeing like us poking around and posting all of our stencil making this week. And so with all of my little test runs, I have a few extras and bits. They are not perfect, but that's okay. We use them. So I will send you guys, if you let me know, and let me know in the chat which one you want, because we have like the little latticey one, but see, this didn't quite make it through, but I'll send it to you. We have the swirly bits. Remember the thing? See, it didn't all come out exactly. And, you know, I've just been having technical issues. There's the thumbprint. See little pieces that are still in there. So let me know. Flowers, thumbprint, lattice, little flowers. I have bloppy dots. I have dinosaur stomp. And hello. Okay, so we have some new ones. Penny's here. Nicole. Petra, I'm glad that it's working over on YouTube. Fantastic. We're on, you know, both platforms all at once. Who knew it could happen? Woo! Happy day. Becky's here. Kriya? Jane McLaren? Hi. You're new. We're having technical difficulties, so we're going to bribe you with stencils to give us a thumbs up, give a like on the video.
Yeah, it might be good if they would PM you their address.
Yes. You do have to let us know after the stream or whatever, but I also want you to let me know in the chat that you are here and that you want something. And, oh, arrows. I got an arrows. These are very popular. Another dinosaur stomp. Arrows. And then I have some bigger ones. Bigger flowers. So whoever lets me know and messages me. Oh, I even have one of these left too. So all that being said, let's get down to some shiny stuff. Now that we're here, we've got things not all weird. I figured that out. That was my bad. That was the setting. So thanks, guys. It's a struggle. P's top view. Look at us. Look at this little book that she has created. Isn't this lovely? She even did this with, you know, allergy head.
Allergy head and medicine head sometimes.
All right, you got to hold it up a little bit because there we go. And then a little bit towards you and down. Towards you. Towards your body. There you go.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. That's like spot on. Because
Okay.
I moved the thing around because we have the frame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I promise we'll get funny here in a minute too once I've stopped stressing about this whole technical issue.
I don't know how funny I'm going to be today.
She's not going to be funny today.
I'm not going to be funny. I'm lucky to just be here. Okay. All right. You can see I mixed up a lot of blue.
We've got blue.
We got blue covered. I don't know. Page 4 goes to page 6. Oh, whoa. Okay, well, it doesn't.
She's
really-
also having technical
I'm having
difficulties.
coordination. I hope I can roll my brayer.
Oh, goodness.
And here's 2 different colors of purple because I thought this one was too close to the pinky stuff. Oh, screw it here. Yeah, and I ran out of pages in my book.
So you're tucking pages
So I'm
in.
tucking pages in, and the little tucky pages are not staying too good. The reason I had to do that purple, that one down.
Oh, Liz has had a head cold, so she's giving you sympathy. She
Oh, I know.
it's just that time of year.
I just really the last 3 or 4 days, 5 days.
Yeah. Ever since they started mowing. Have you noticed
Oh,
that?
that could be part of it too.
Yes,
Who
the
knows
mowers
what's in
are
it.
out. Anyway, so.
Yeah. Blowing that stuff all over the place. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is what I finally came up with because I
Ooh, hold
wanted
that
it to
up.
be transparent enough. Right, you have to just up. That you can see the pencil marks.
And then give us a wiggle. Ooh, see?
This still has a bit of transparency. You can see some of the lines. But it wasn't enough that I wanted to still see what was underneath. That was my whole goal in doing this. Because it's really easy just to squirt this stuff out on the plate and, let it be all matte and opaque and you can't see anything underneath. But I thought it would be a bit of a challenge and worthy of the effort put in because so many times you want to see what's underneath your prints. That's the whole idea of layering. Is you're not just
Yeah.
getting rid of everything every time.
Hey, and note, after last week, or was it, we had mentioned it last week about leaving, because P's,
Lovely.
I hope she made it back in. She's also out and about doing things, so she may or may not be in the chat. So hopefully she made it back.
Anyway, I still, I still like this, and I love the shimmer and the shine of it, but you really can't see a whole lot of what was going on underneath.
Well, and that was one of our first, where you were kind of
Yes.
like, okay, well, I like this shimmer and the shine of
Yeah.
it, but it's so opaque that then you don't see the beauty of the paper or, any of the, things underneath. So, yeah, there was a little glitch. I don't know, man. It is just the hamsters in the internet. That's what I'm blaming it on.
Boogers.
And my lack of being able to check a box or uncheck a box.
Okay, now, should I wait for Lisa to chime in? She
No, because she said she'd be in the car, so I don't think that,
said, she's listening
she's
to us?
she's with us.
She is with us. Okay, I want to go ahead and I want to do a couple of her papers just early on because I know that she's visiting museums today and it is a bit of a whip because you have to make appointments. And when you do that, you want to make sure you show up. So this is the indigo paper that she gifted us with. These are her, she calls them scraps. I'm calling them
Yes, Kylie, the hamsters in the internet, I'm telling you. She gave me hamster faces. I appreciate it. P is just not being funny at all today.
I'm just lucky to get words out of my mouth, and that may stop at any time now. I don't know. Okay, so before I get started here, I want to talk about my stent. Well, I'm very.
We're gonna get to that,
It's not
Becky. She's just doing a little show and tell. Some of the things that we're going to be printing
I'm actually
on.
going to print these. But now here's my inspiration. Isn't this a beautiful rock? This came all the way from Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, I wish Susan was here. I'll tell her that we mentioned the rock.
Yes.
We've moved rocks.
And you don't know, we had to refine this because the baby toted it off. And
She was using it
in
as
the
a
media
musical.
room, which we call the dark hole. And Yeah, the lighting in there is anything but
Stellar.
illuminating. So anyway, you can see there's two. These are exactly the same.
Oh, Petra says not to give you a hard time. Oh, by the way, Petra, she thought it was hilarious about the 80s thing and the, bingo, because we won Lisa's giveaway the other day, and I'll tell you, we don't win anything. It usually, it's just like, what? Oh my God,
we
that's
enter
amazing.
everything.
Yeah, I do. I try to enter a lot of things. So, there's that.
Oh, everything.
So, P, she always says, I didn't win anything since, bingo in the 70s. Well, Petra said that she didn't win anything since bingo in the 80s, so.
Yeah, and it was one of those kind of blankets that when you moved it around, you could see the sparks fly in the night. Static electricity.
Uh-huh.
It was one of those kind of blankets. That's what I won at bingo.
Oh!
It's just, yeah, okay.
This is cold
That
medicine
kind of
head,
day.
or allergy medicine head.
I'm breathing good, but my brain, I feel like I'm, wading through cotton.
That's the thing, is you take some meds and you're like, hey, I'm here. I feel sort of better, but my brain's not really, It's the...
So anyway, you can see the stencils here. This is the big side. This is the...
We haven't perfected that one yet, so I'm not going to... And some of these stencils that you guys, I will be sending out and everything, some of them we are not going to put in our store simply because they are just ones that we love a lot. And if you are a friend of PM, then we will send you one for free, but it's not anything we're going to sell. So just keep that in mind.
Okay. So we have to make a decision here. We know that this is going to be transparent.
Petra won sausage.
She wants what? Sausage?
She won sausage.
Sausage? Well, I would like that.
Sausage
Country
bingo.
style or Italian?
Country style Italian. What kind of sausage was it, Petra? We want to know.
Inquiry minds want to know.
Oh, hello, Erica. Good morning. You're
Okay.
coming in at a good time. We've only restarted 4 times. It's fine.
You haven't missed much.
And P's slow, so we're going
Yeah.
slow today. Hey, this may actually be a better pace for us.
Okay, it may. You know what I'm thinking here? We're just going to start off really brave. Whoa.
Ooh, I like brave.
Okay, so we're going to use 3, and I think this is my most transparent. I don't know. Anyway, if you want the recipes for these, I'll give them to you, but I don't want to go into that right now. It makes my head hurt.
Yeah, again, just come back, watch it back, or comment below, or do all that stuff that you do. We'll get you recipes if you
Yeah.
want it.
And it's really not a recipe. God knows I never mix up anything twice the same.
Actually, what I can do is, we haven't done a blog post this month, so what I'll have P do is just kind of, this is how she writes recipes, trust me, this is how she cooks, is it was a little bit of this, and it may have been that, but I don't know, we only had a little bit of this thing left, and so I just threw that in. So, just warning.
Yeah.
But we'll give you the basics.
Okay, we're going to try a tricolor here.
Petra says it was a bratwurst. We like some bratwurst.
Bratwurst, yes. We do.
If you're going to win a sausage, it should be a
Okay.
bratwurst.
We're opening up the paints.
The paints are opening.
The paints are opening.
We're-
This is, you know what I'll do? I'll hand this over to Mariah and she can read it to you. Oh,
Okay.
here's my page that
Here.
fell out, Mariah.
Okay, and the lost page.
I will tell you, this is number 2, Mariah. So can you read us the
Oh,
recipe?
see, she numbers things for me. That's fantastic.
No, I actually number things for me.
Oh, I thought she did it for me.
Look
Learning
at that.
things
Look
today.
at that nummy stuff in there. Isn't that wonderful?
All right, so Becky cooks like that too. Okay, magenta. So it's the quinacridone transparent magenta, like golden. Pewter. So that's the eye zinc pewter. Glossy gel medium, and retardant. Hey, and these dried up really nice. So that's always one of my little worries when she gets a little mad scientisty, is how well they're gonna actually dry. Because we had some
Well, I
ATCs
think
that
was
required.
mostly that tar gel stuff, Mariah.
Yeah, I think so too. Because
I just think if you're going to use that stuff, it's really wonderful for glazing.
all on its own at the top. Don't mix it in things.
Yeah.
Because it makes things
Seriously.
gooey.
For a long time.
Long time.
Long time.
Now, that doesn't mean that you can't add some matte
And
medium
I'm
over
leaving
it.
the lids off on these because they have enough retardant in here to be here for next week.
She was planning ahead for her foggy head. These are
But,
very
you know,
bold colors for you, P. I'm kind of like a little bit
Well,
shocked.
Yeah, well, you should be.
That's just how the metallic
Okay,
shiny
now you can
goes.
see that that's really soupy and oopy, and I don't really care. I could.
Oh, dear Lord. We're going
Yeah.
to make it through this one.
But I will give it a bit of a roll. Oh, you sucker, you. Move stuff out of the way there. Where's my brayer?
Yes, her hot dog sticks. Giving her troubles.
Corn dog, corn dog.
Corn dog.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that either. Just put it over there. Okay, let's see what is going
So
to
remember from a couple of weeks ago or whatever. Oh, see, that's so cool. I love that.
Okay, Lisa, are you seeing this?
I hope so. Let us know
hope
later.
So, okay, I'm
Hold it up to the, yeah. There you go. Perfect.
now this is, you know, it's the pink is too strong for the rest of it, but
I
I
don't-
don't know.
It may chill out too. And here's the other thing with the wax dyed papers, sometimes it reactivates a little bit, so it'll start bringing those things back in. So
Yeah,
that's something to kind of keep in mind.
I'm thinking we can get two since that
Yeah.
was very juicy.
It was very juicy.
But I don't mind that so much when I'm doing it with the modeling paste, because the modeling paste sucks up
Yeah.
a lot of moisture, and the modeling paste sort of grabs your plate. It's like a
A gripper.
gripper. It really honestly is.
Ooh. It's subtle.
It's a little more subtle, and I can put some more layers on. You know,
And that shimmery, because remember, there is that pewter in there.
and I will show you these once that they get dry a bit, because that's going to change it.
Yeah.
Now here's some more of this beautiful paper. And you know, I don't even know what the deal is here with this stuff, but we're just going to make this work. I don't
Go. I
really-
see it on the plate.
Well, yeah, I do too. And there's more there than you think. And I know that if I put blue over this, it's going to turn it like a brownie.
Becky loves it. Awesome.
Becky loves it.
She
Oh.
loves it.
Okay, so we're just going to see what happens here with this. Use this end of the stick. I'm just putting yellow on the plate here.
It looks like mustard. Especially with the hot dog stick. Or corn dog stick.
Corn dog, corn dog.
Corn dog.
Try to get that out of the way over there. And we still have stuff on the plate, so we are going to get a bit of a, I don't know, whatever.
Oh.
But you can see this shiny, shiny.
Well, and it definitely toned it, you know, made it more pastel-y.
But I think that's going to be lovely with this. I'm hoping it will be.
I like that. Because then you go to that peachy zone to where, because you have the sort of tanny, it's not beige. The wax dyed paper, that is. It has a pinkish tone to it, but it really is like tan. Ooh, I like that. That's going to be cool. Like, and I know
I
this
really
doesn't seem impressive right at the moment.
Because you're still seeing a lot of shine from the wet.
Yeah.
And as soon as that, and it does, it will dry pretty rapidly. Okay, let's make this a little orange.
Mmm.
This is when your color wheel comes in.
Now,
handy.
was that, okay, so the yellow, sorry, I was supposed to read off the recipe a little bit for the yellow, which was,
That was number 3.
well, so you have orange transparent. Oh, that's what you're calling it? So it's glossy gel medium, the retardant pewter, and then added 4 drops of iridescent fluid medium.
Now, that blue that you're seeing out there is the bottom side of my acrylic plate here. I apologize for that. I had it all glued down when I really realized that was on there.
Oh, was that the cheddar? And when you say orange transparent,
Yes,
218?
ma'am.
Okay. The other cheddar.
Yeah, number 218.
Number 218. But we also call it the other cheddar.
Okay, now you can see that is extremely subtle.
Extremely subtle.
But we can go over this as many times as we want to.
But sometimes, like, that's the little thing that you need. It's not very impressive for video. but
purposes. But okay.
oh,
Now,
Erica, sorry. Yeah, we just kind of popped in on that. Welcome to the stream and the chat and all of that. So the marks on a lot of everything that you see are stenciled on, and it's probably either the Crafter's Workshop Light and Fluffy modeling paste, or it is US Art Supply
yeah.
modeling paste.
Those are the two that I really use.
But yeah.
A lot.
Oh, hey, Zelda.
Okay, I'm gonna,
Welcome.
I don't know if I want to do that though. I'm gonna bust out some of the
Purple.
purple.
Okay.
Now you realize I've got yellow on here, so it's gonna brown out the purple a little bit.
I think you kind of need that though. Otherwise,
I
we're
don't
gonna,
really care.
you know, we're kind of in unicorn happy land, which makes
Yeah,
me happy.
good
But
Lord
I
knows
can't,
that's-
like I said, I can't believe P mixed these colors.
That's not. Hey, this is just the ones that I had
Lying about.
lying about. That's right.
So that is the dioxazine purple opaque. So I'm assuming, is that
Oh, now just a minute.
Golden?
Gotta make sure that this is the right one. Where's my lid?
Oh, hello, Leslie. Good. Yeah, we've had. I think I have
That's
figured
number
some
7,
things
Mariah.
out. Oh, that was number 7.
This is number 7.
Oh, and I like number 7 better actually.
Well, this is just the one that was really opaque.
Okay, so it's
Can't see through it.
transparent magenta and teal mixed, and then it has the sea foam, the glossy gel, a bit of retardant, and 5 drops of cerulean blue chromium.
Okay, I'm holding this down here, and I don't know if I love this.
Ooh, hold it up towards the paints. Bring it up a bit. Towards me, I think. Yeah. Ooh, I kind of like that.
But now, you know, it's hard to tell. Who knows? If we don't like it, we'll make it another color. Because it's transparent and it's not a big
I think it's going to be cool.
deal. This is some of PM Artist Studio printed paper.
Ooh, see?
Now, I will let these dry and I will bring them back through.
Which
So
paper was that? Oh, that's that test piece I printed the other
It
day.
was weirded out.
Yeah, so my ink was running out in my printer, and I was like, oh, well, I kind of like that. So that might be like a transition into the next set of papers, because it's the Shibori stuff, which is very, very blue, but my blue ran out. So it all ended up kind of almost maroonish, but really more mulberry. He likes to say mulberry.
I like mulberry. Speaking of mulberry.
That's
Okay,
more of Lisa's
I'm going to get
papers
two
there.
things going on here. I'm going to do a
Ooh.
I don't really know what. I don't have a color here that oh, let's do this limey color.
Now, there's more, she has textured on with the stencil, the texture, the modeling paste.
Yes.
That's what you see there on the, actually over that way.
Yeah.
That way. There.
And this is number 1, Mariah.
Ooh, number 1. Okay, I like this. This is so much fun that I get to read off. Okay, mix is Seafoam, a dollop.
And I'm going to go ahead, and I know that I shouldn't do this, but, you know.
Oh, you see?
I want a little bit more green in here than I've got.
Okay, so let me read off what it was until you put
this
it.
is what it was.
Okay, so it's glossy gel, Seafoam, a dollop, glossy gel medium, good size squeeze, green gold, the transparent and retardant, a dollop. And the reason she added the retardant is just so that way it would last nicely in the thing.
I can chit chat with y'all while I'm.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be drying up on my thing, and I get a dry print. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to like this.
I think so too. I'm kind of digging the color. Ooh.
Ooh.
Now don't do too much of that, because actually she wasn't supposed to have that paper.
Why?
That was supposed to be in my, like, not for you.
Okay, I'm going to leave that out there in the middle, and let's see what happens with this.
I think that's going to look pretty cool too.
Now, I think this is this some of Lisa's
It is. Eco dyed.
Eco dye?
And then what's interesting with it is some of it will reactivate and start to, and that's why it looks actually the way that it does, is all of the modeling paste that P stenciled on there reactivated it and made it even kind of spread out more.
Okay,
It's just so cool.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love neutralizing the purple.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. It's my phone. It's finally dinging.
She never gets calls. And then anything that's really important, she sends over to me. Becky knows that. We've talked about that. I think her mom does that to her too. It's like,
oh,
we become our parents' secretaries.
Pooty poot poot. Okay, I'm just really thinking. I
I
don't know.
love that.
I want to
Leave it alone.
leave it alone. Mariah says. Oh.
Well, because any of the white that's still showing the white texture stuff, I can come back in with the, like we did last week, with either the sprays or, you know, things of that nature, and just daub on color.
Okay, well, we know that when we mix
She's not going to
blue
listen
and
to me.
yellow, yeah.
She's so not listening to me.
Glazed over there.
Okay, so
I'm really struggling just to, like, maintain.
did you put, was that your mix of blue, number 4? That you just put on there, or was that something different?
No, that wasn't number 4. That was, find the lid. That was number 6. This is the...
Oh, this is the 6 that fell out.
Okay, now see, I think that's kind of interesting. I don't know.
So, I don't know if you guys can see it in here. Sorry.
I'm going to leave that white out in the middle because Mariah requested, I don't know what she's going to use it for.
Hey, I can do things with that. So, the teal, it's teal golden, the fluid high flow, the seafoam, the eye zinc seafoam, and a glossy medium. Plus a little cerulean blue chromium, 6 drops. See, she wrote that down. And then added, to darken it up a bit more, even 5 drops of the cerulean, big squirt, gloss gel medium. So, those are kind of the...
Okay, now we're going to do something different here again.
That's what she's putting on right now. But now she's putting in more golden teal.
And remember, this is the one that's semi-opaque. But a little
Oh,
goes
Tunder's with us.
a little
Thanks,
goes
Tunder.
a long way, and we're stopped up there. Okay. That's just to, give it a bit of a boost. Because I've already got this color on here, so it wasn't going to change it all that much.
Now, are you going to put any of the stencils or anything on the plate, or you just...
Well, I will, but right now I'm just taking care of the ones that I've already stenciled. And this is on our craft roll paper, the Paycut.
Oh, Paycut, I don't know, but we love it. I'm going to be... I hope that if and or when we do order more of it, it's still the same stuff, because I ordered it like 7 years ago.
Okay, now is that not some marvelous texture?
And it just left some really cool texture on the plate. So that's the cool thing about using,
Yes.
Remember, this is what we repeat each week. Doing the texture paste, the stencil. Oh. She's been keeping your packaging.
I saved this from her package. I'm going to try to get that.
That's going to be interesting. So Lisa will have to chime in at some point in time later on. Maybe she'll come back in the comments and let us know how she... I think she stenciled that with probably gold paints or inks. Ooh. Hey, hold it towards me. No, bring it this way. There you go. But so you can see a little bit of shimmer. Just tilt ever so slight. There you go. And then back. And forth. And back. And forth. All right.
I think that's really beautiful. I will make a card using this, because that's what I did with your other one, Lisa.
Yeah, and then you guys know that typically when we send out a Happy Mail, there's usually a little card with some gel plate printing on it. That's what we do.
That's what we do. Okay, now here's one that's done with, you can tell the sprays, but can you see, you can see where the stenciling is. It was white. But the reason it looks like that...
It's like a party in here. Well, Tunder, it's good that you jumped in now. It was a little sad and crazy earlier, but we're glad you're here, and yes, the party has started.
Party has started.
And P's starting to pick up. I think her brain's kind of kicking in.
It is, and I'm just gonna go off.
Okay, sorry. I kind of interrupted you on that. So that one was stenciled, but lightly, right? Is that what you were saying?
No,
that
it
you're
was stenciled on spray paper, and I'm squeezing out a little.
Squeezing and
Squeezing
squeezing.
out a little bit of Arteza.
Some people squeeze. We squeeze.
Okay.
Like
And
I
now
said, it's the allergy medicine.
I'm going to brayer this a bit, which you can see we're getting some funky stuff going.
I like that. I wish you just leave some of that.
Just leave it, Mariah says. But you saw how it distributed in kind of globby things.
You know, Christy, like when you're looking out the back window. That's how we talk sometimes. That one was for Christy. Ooh. Okay. Towards me. Push it out. Towards me. There you go. Bring it up into the camera a little bit, because I think that some of the beauty is really in the little, yeah. It's subtle, but it's awesome. Like that's really some good stuff.
I think that's a winner chicken dinner. Okay, now here's my newest stencil.
Tunder's been here since the beginning.
Who's been here since the
Tunder? She's been here since the beginning. She just chimed in, so thanks.
Bless your
And
heart.
she still thought it was a party.
Well, I just apologize. My witticisms are failing me today because I'm over medicated.
Which means she just took some medication.
I just took the cold medicine at 4:30 this morning, and that stuff just really knocks me out.
It's the children's even.
And I mean it just.
All right, we're
I'm
going.
lucky to be here with you. Okay, so this stencil was created by the outside of the big square one that you've seen me use before, and I thought it was kind of cool.
We call it Frankenstencil.
Yeah. I want to use it on the but see, we've got some cool stuff building up here as I was yammering on about this and that, and hopefully we're going to be able to pull some of that stuff up, but I want to do that with something a little bit different. This is, I know you can't really see it, but can you see it?
I see something on there.
This is a
What's happening there?
a wash off.
Oh, she's being tricky.
Yeah.
This could be like a resist thing. Like, so Kylie and them, I think, what was it, last week or a week before, they had their whole thing in their group about the resist. And Kylie, I promise we're going to jump into one of these days. But man, it's been rough lately. My real job is really interfering with
Yeah, it really is.
my art time.
Yeah, I'll need to buy lots of our products.
Yeah,
so
we
can
need
give up
people
the
to buy
daytime.
more stencils so I can make it more, so I can justify my PM time.
And I'm feeling the back of this is also, I just grab a piece of paper sometimes to get, because the problem with the modeling paste, it will clog up your stencil. I don't worry about the paints. I like that. But
yeah, the modeling paste gets gooed up in there. That's cool. See? Okay. Now,
bring it up.
Up and towards me a little bit. Yeah. That looks cool. So it looked like nothing was really there, but because she had done a little bit of that, with the baby wipes and everything, right?
Uh-huh. That's
rubbed it through, cleaning off.
Wiped it off. You can see those, and you
That's
just have
beautiful.
to feel it. I really like the subtlety. It's not, in your face kind of thing. Okay, now here's another one that I was gessoing my other stencils that I've had since.
It's like how people glue book. We
No, I don't want to do that.
We do like a textured pages, and
I'm just really liking this blue.
yeah, the blue is beautiful.
I mean, it's just really working well. I have to remember that recipe. Read it again.
Read it again. I think this is the number 6, right? So it's the teal golden fluid high flow with sea foam. That's the eye zinc in the little pouch stuff. That's the shiny. Like, that's the metallic, crazy metallic.
That is what's making it
Shimmer.
Shimmer.
Then adding a bit of glossy medium to it. And then 6 drops of the cerulean chromium blue and 5 drops
Well,
big squirt.
It's kind of like not very interesting, but you know.
Oh, so your final one had a total of like 11 drops. Is that right? Yes.
Right.
Me doing math.
Good job, Ryan. I need to change my paper here. My brayer's getting stuck.
So, yes.
Something dropped off there, but hopefully it's not
That's
anything
okay.
that's important. All right, now this is a piece of catch paper, and obviously I've been working on it for a while.
You know we love some catch paper.
You look at
Some
the
of my
back.
most favorite things are catch paper. I made P a birthday card with catch paper. It was quite beautiful. It was very shimmery and shiny gold. Look
Now,
at,
see, that's kind of nice.
it's subtle.
But you know,
When you're doing multiple layers, sometimes it's nice to have some subtle ones in there.
yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, now, let's see what else we have here. Oh, don't stick together. Here. Okay, I'm not going to do this because if I do this on here, it's going to mess up my really pretty orange that I have, and I don't want to do that.
So what that one was, I think, was like, was
That
it
was
sprays
alcohol
or ink? Okay.
I'm pretty sure. This is alcohol ink also. And I'm not even sure this is going to do that much, but I'm going to work on this end down here.
Now, does that have stenciling on it too, or is
Yes,
that
it has the
modeling
modeling
paste?
paste.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if it was like masked out or what was happening there.
Okay, now let's put a little purple on here. 'Cause we've got some purple there. That's going to kind of help.
All right, and this purple, that's the number
This is
7.
number 7.
Why aren't you using number 5?
Because it's opaque.
Yeah, number 5 is pretty dark. Okay, so
It's
number
very dark.
I like number 7 better anyway. It's the magenta plus a little teal with the seafoam, glossy gel medium, and retardant. Then 5 drops of the cerulean blue.
Now, look at that.
Oh yeah, see, that's cool. You know, it makes me happy. So the white spots are getting, dealt with. Got to deal with those white spots.
But, you know, if you do something and you need to break up these big blobs of color, this is a lovely way to do it.
Or the big blobs of
I
white.
think. Okay, I really like that, and I think I'm going to, let's do a bit of pink here.
All right,
I think
pink.
I've got enough.
That's number 2.
Pardon?
Number 2.
Yes.
Okay, that's the magenta with the quinacridone transparent.
Golden.
And then the eye zinc pewter. So that's again where the metallic part is coming in. Then glossy gel medium, retardant. And then a bit more magenta. She didn't write drops on this one, so this one's kind of, you're on your own.
No, you know, just do it a drop at a time because that is some powerful stuff.
Christy says, and the white spot war continues.
Okay, now look at that.
Erica, I tell you what I will do after we are all done, I will put this on our blog. And then I will come back and drop the link both on YouTube and on Facebook to the blog so you guys can see this little booklet and hopefully understand it.
And really, you know, it's not, you know,
And I'll
we're not
take-
sending anybody to the moon. These are approximations.
Yeah,
So,
he doesn't send anybody to the moon.
the thing is, just start with a drop. And you do not have to put retardant in, but if you're using...
But I think she wants to mainly know kind of the general colors and maybe some of the brands and stuff. So I'll take a picture of that too, just kind of line everything up so you get an idea of sort of everything that we...
Yeah, that's probably
thrown
the best
in.
plan for that anyway. Okay, now look at that. I'm really loving that.
I
mean,
like
I picked
that.
up some goopies from the others, and I'm going to try to get a little bit more pink here on this.
I don't know what this thing is that you have, but like, and I don't know what its end thing is, but it is interesting. It's very colorful.
I found it when I was looking for something else, in the, usually I brayer off on this kind of stuff, but I thought, you know, this is a nifty looking one. I'm going to keep this.
I mean, it's obviously fairly recent because it has that stencil. Oh no, you stenciled
No, I stenciled
over.
over it.
Now that I'm seeing the back more clearly here. Okay.
Pretty sure this
That's
is
alcohol
ink.
ink. So that could even be really old.
It is just really old. But now look at this. I mean, you could just frame this right like it is. I think it's gorgeous.
I don't love it.
Oh, come on. Help me out here, people out there.
Let us know in the chat, guys.
I'm quite in love with
Oh,
it.
hello, Lisa. She can also relate to the allergy head. Yes, yeah, we're ready for it to end, but they just started mowing the other day, and it has to be that.
Okay, here's another word stencil with a...
Ooh, I like that. What
With
is that
a-
stencil?
I don't use it very often because the things are so big, but I'm really kind of maybe liking it.
I kind of like it too, and I think we could work with that and even minimize, or
Oh, really? Seriously? Make it a different scale.
yeah, scale it.
Okay.
I have those skills some days,
She does.
sometimes.
Amazing. Okay, I'm going to squirt a little the stuff out here.
And squirt a little of the stuff out here. That is the teal.
Teal, and you can see its
High flow.
opacity.
I mean, she's going to end up with booger green. I just know it.
Shush.
Shush.
A little faith.
I like that you did not fully mix it. I'm kind of digging that whole... I'm such a, across
Well,
the table
only
gel
thing
plate
that
printer.
you want to be careful about is if you're doing a slick print.
And that's the freezer paper, guys.
Did you see the shiny stuff going on there? Now look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
I love that. That's beautiful.
Get a little bit more I can see here. But what's really nice about this modeling paste is it keeps things from scooting around.
Yeah.
So even though there's not a lot of it there, and I like that, I'm going to leave that just like that. Put that over there. Okay, now we're going to move on, I think.
Moving on.
Do you want me to... I think I can show you some of the... And I didn't do anything with this, but I kind of think I don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not gelling with the current
Okay.
color theme.
Now,
We're
this is
bringing it back.
slightly sticky, and the only reason it is because it has retardant in it. But, for the most part, are you seeing it?
Yes. I'm seeing it.
And
Are
is
you,
Lisa, did you say Lisa was here?
Lisa, this is a new Lisa.
Oh, a new
Yeah.
Lisa. Well,
I think she's from the gel plate printing group. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm fairly...
this is some of those papers that have the dyed wax paper.
Yeah.
Quite lovely.
They're so
And
awesome.
They're lovely to tear.
I think she might even have some new ones in her shop, so check that out. I would drop the link, but seriously, I don't want to touch anything over here because we all know
Oh,
how that's
yes.
gone today.
Yes, not well.
So if somebody wants to be so kind and find Lisa's... Well, you know what? I think I can. Hold on. I'll drop it in the chat, I think. Maybe.
Okay, here we go. Gel print. I'm going to do some of the wall prints. I'll show these at the end, Mariah. The
Okay.
finished ones. Just remind me. Okay, I am going to put some stencils down on this one. I'm just going to grab one here. You can see this is a used one. Very much used. Let's see. Let's go with some pink. Can't really remember what I've got down out there, but that'll be okay. Oh, I've got some goopies on my brayer. This is that paper, Mariah. It's called mineral paper.
Oh.
We'll have to. just move.
There we go. Thank you, Petra. I was trying to figure out how to pop in because I don't have access to drop in things to the chat. Like, I have to open a separate thing. So I was working that out. Thank you, Petra. That's the one. That's Lisa's shop. Ooh. Okay, so the cool thing about this mineral paper,
You can see it. Can you see how it feels?
it's very similar
Heavy.
to Yupo in its how it feels, but it's a natural product because it's made from rocks. Where Yupo is synthetic. Yupo's the stuff that we use to make our stencils. You know, this business. We've been talking about trying the mineral paper for the stencils as well. Thank you, Thunder. Again, message me and I will send out some of these samples to you guys. Just know that they are, not perfect.
Okay, now this is super subtle.
Ooh.
I'm hoping you can see it. This is really quite lovely.
Okay, so up, and then towards me a little bit. There you go. Oh, yeah. That looks cool. So, see, that's the thing, and then that's the gears.
The thing was in the background, but you can see the gold. And I'm going to go ahead, even though this is very subtle and beautiful, I think it's a lovely layer. I'm probably not done with that, but for now.
Let's just hope she doesn't put green on it.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to put green on it. All right, now here we have some mucky-ucky yellow.
Perfect, like, journal page. We were talking about that. We're like, oh, that's going to be, like, this is, the...
Okay, now I'm busting out this little heavier
Oh,
duty.
thanks, Kylie. Thank you for sticking with us as long as you did. I really appreciate it. We'll see you later.
This is
That's blue. Is that the...
this is number 5.
Okay, that's the crazy purple.
This is the crazy purple, but I'm thinking
It's looking kind of blue over there.
I think it's going to be okay because I'm going to
Oh, now it's going kind of purple.
We're going purple because we have this yellow thing out here. Okay, now we're going to take another stencil. Let's see, what do we want here?
All right, and then, so this is the dioxazine. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Purple opaque. I really wish Golden would come up with little cutesy names like, unicorn purple. That would be awesome. Then I could say it.
Quinacridone. It took me a long time. I had to practice that in front of the mirror.
It's like see an enemy. If I think about it, I won't be able to say it. But if I just pop it out, I can say it.
This mineral paper is soft and pliable enough that you really can work it down into...
Again, that's one of the reasons that we like using the Yupo for stencils. So,
And see, we've got some stuff there. I'm going to slap that down there. See if any of that will pick up since I don't really care. We're just working on textures. But you can see the bit of sheen there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that was perfect. You hit it a little bit right off the light there. That was good.
Okay. I think we're getting some good stuff.
But yeah, it's the dioxazine purple opaque gloss medium. Iridescent gloss medium, so it's got a little, double dose of, some... Oh, no, you just went with that as the shine in this one. Shimmer. I would say it's more shimmer than shine. To me, shine is like, it came from a metallic, which would be like the pearly stuff. The Eyes Ink pearly. Ooh, that's cool. I like that a lot.
Now, the reason I could go ahead and pull this print from here is because I have that retardant in there. So it wasn't drying out on me.
Yeah.
And I could even probably pull another one. I'm not going to push it here. But I probably could. I'm going to try to get some flowers here on this other end just for chuckles and grins. So the paint that seemed to be okay, now which one am I using?
Yeah, the dark.
Is this the right
She had to
one?
lean in.
Is this 7?
You had 5.
I need 5. Okay, forget that one.
Oh, you were grabbing 7 again, huh?
Yeah.
She's really drawn to that.
I really, I went with this because it's
Actually, Erica, every single one of these stencils are our own. We make them. And we're starting to sell them, sort of. I have them available, let's say that. They are available in our Etsy shop, which is PM Artist Studio.
Okay, now see, you can still see some of the good stuff out there.
Or if you do hang out here in the videos and stuff, and message me.
I have the big leaves over here. We'll have to put everybody's name in the app for the big leaves.
Yeah, we may have to do a drawing because it's going to be like first come, first serve. Who has, messaged me when and how soon and with your address and all of the details and which one you want. I'm only going to send you one.
Oh my goodness, now look at that.
I love
that
that.
not some beautiful stuff?
All right, more towards the center. Yeah, there we go. I love it. I like that a lot. That's kind of like that old wallpaper, people talk about.
Well, and see, I have some more of those. And you can tell, now this is done with a high gloss acrylic. This one I chalk paint. Because if you really want to go, now I know that there's still some stuff out there on that plate.
All right, you kind of were all over the place with your thoughts there.
Okay, so, chalk paint with some stuff on it. Now I still have some patterning going on that I've been able to maintain out there.
Oh, Christy said that was her favorite so far.
Oh,
the last one.
The last one?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here.
Ooh. Izzy would love it.
Boy,
It's very unicorny.
We're very unicorny here today.
Yeah.
Okay, now what color did I put on that time? I put blue down?
Mm-hmm. That was the number 6, the teal and...
Okay, well, let's get some
our magenta-y pinky one.
pinky one.
And that's the number 7.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down the flower stencil, which I really want you to see that, and I think that this will be the perfect color.
And let me tell you, this flower stencil, it takes forever to cut. Because it's so jiggity-jaggedy. I mean, this thing takes forever. And then I made it even smaller for like ATC size, and holy cow. I got to do some work to it to make that process go a little faster. But again, I don't think that we're ever going to have this one available in our shop. We're very fond of this. This is a staple.
Kind of our signature.
Yeah, this is one of our
This is one of the very first
signature patterns of PM Artist
created
Studio.
from a kneaded eraser
So you
stamp.
got to be a friend of PM to own one of these.
Okay, that's kind of...
Yeah, that was a poop.
That was a poop.
But I like how it looks on the
But
stencil.
that's okay.
Why don't you rub that stencil on something?
I just did.
You rub that stencil on that there something.
Grab something, rub it.
Oh, good morning, Robin.
Okay, well, not much happened there.
Oh, Robin, it's been a very interesting morning. Oh, you came in at a good time. We're actually getting things done.
We are. Okay, so I know I've got some stuff going on out there that hopefully from my flowers. I think so. Let me find
It looks good on the plate. I'm really liking, like, I see, like, little bits of kind of yellows and the blues and purples,
Let's
so...
see if we can do this with one of these kind of cream colored. Because there should be enough moisture to pull.
Robin loves the glazed layers. We know she's a big fan. She's the one who really kind of got us thinking about the glazing. Ooh, and you pulled some grungy bits.
Some grungy. Well, the grungy bits were already on the print.
Well, it sounded like some others came up.
Well, I think we pretty much cleared our thing off there. Now I love.
I like that.
I'm going to leave that one alone for right now, but I want to come back to this one because I want to do.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. You didn't press hard enough.
Well, no, it was I didn't. I'm going to make it. Okay, we're gonna make.
Oh, Lisa popped in for a chat moment. Hopefully you've been watching and whatnot, but we're working on some things here.
We're working on some things here.
Hopefully she's gonna redeem herself on these flowers. we pumped it up too much. I'm telling you, the universe is slapping us down a little today. It's feeling way too good about life. No, don't do that. Nay, nay. Did you line it up with the other flowers that were?
Oh, absolutely perfectly, don't you know?
I'm giving her a hard time about that.
And
we
you know,
don't
so
register
I haven't said
in.
anything really ugly to Mariah yet today.
Not yet.
Just give it a bit.
Ooh. Hey.
Now, come on, that's some interesting
That
stuff.
is some interesting stuff.
You've got, you can see
Here,
this.
let me have that.
Okay. Or are you taking it away from me because you don't want me to do something else?
Well,
better?
that's part
You're
of
going
it.
to show it.
But I'm
better.
going to show it.
Okay.
But see, you can see the shimmery shine. You can see the flowers. And then the other flowers. So that was really cool. And that's sort of one of those happy accident moments of, well, you got some kind of blobby ones, but then you have that subtlety of that next pull over it. So that's some cool stuff. And definitely some shimmer shine. Something smells funny in that paint mix too. It's one of those old craft paint ones, I think. Right?
The background is, that's interesting.
I can smell it.
Okay, now we just upped this a little bit
Yeah, she did.
with the, but this is kind of what happens with your, and oh, this is going to be interesting.
Have fun at the art museum, Lisa. Let us know how it goes. My hair is just doing weird things. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Yes, that last one, the purples and stuff, I really... And it's so not, like, something P would normally do. Unless I requested it. That's the...
Really is. It must be the drugs I'm taking.
Which is children's cold medicine, by the way. In case you just popped
Diamond
in.
tap, purple.
Purple. I'm hitting the purple stuff. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh. I love that. That is awesome.
Isn't that awesome? Okay, well, I'm feeling
Yeah, Robin, so Lisa, she was able to like schedule, and it's so cool because they do the social distancing and all of that. So even though like it's free and all of that, she was able to schedule it, and we may have to go. I don't know. 4-year-old. I mean, I know she'd love it. We would all hate it. Or maybe P and I just go.
I think that would be just a brilliant idea. You forget, I have been to the art museum with that baby before when she was much younger.
Well, in a stroller. See,
In a
that
stroller,
was kind of
oh.
nice because you could like, sort of like...
Oh, Lord. And then we went with the nephews, and I looked over once, and here they are playing tag around, you know, a Ming Dynasty vase on a pedestal. And I'm just like, oh, dear Lord.
Oh.
And Izzy was little enough she could go under the ropey thing.
Yeah. And you could just see the museum people just watching.
Yes,
Going.
they're having the deer in the headlights moment in there.
Like, are you on top of that, or am I going to have to take that kid out?
Okay, well that was really
Meh.
that was really poopy. Nothing happened.
She got some purple
Okay,
on top
you know
of purple.
what? Okay, here's what you do when that happens. You grab
Do tell, P.
you grab the stuff that is
Dangerous to leave on your plate.
dangerous to leave on your plate.
But we like it because it's very shiny.
Very shiny, and we're going to get some good...
And very opaque. So if she's going to put this on all on its own,
I am not going to use very much at all.
a little bit goes a long way.
It goes a long way.
A little bit
swear, I have the hardest time getting the lids back on these things. And then I get them on, I can't get it off.
Erica, I don't know if you're talking to us or somebody in the chat, but we're here in Saxe, Texas. So we actually have some great museums around, especially over in Fort Worth. The Kimball and, well, and then there's the Dallas Museum of Art. The Van Gogh thing is coming.
Yes.
Have you seen that? It's very expensive. Pretty pricey. But it looks cool. It's that interactive, like, where they project it all up on the screen and...
All right, now this is super subtle.
Super subtle.
But
That's what we call the bamboo stencil.
Mm-hmm. Can you see it? Can you see it?
A little bit. It is subtle.
But that gives you a chance to add it to something else. Now I'm going to see what happens when I do ghost print here with this darker purple. Since we have a little bit more contrast, who knows? Okay, yeah. I almost always like the ghost print better than I do the...
It's a little more interesting.
It is, and you know, that's not done yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay, now I have this kind of
But see, that's a cool way to add, to use the pearly stuff to your advantage. And
I think.
when it's used over really dark, like the dark purple there, you can do two things. You're creating contrast and then depth because of that shimmer kind of knocking back the purple. Listen to that. Did that sound good?
Yeah, wow. That was impressive, Mariah.
Sometimes I know things.
Okay, I want you to see this print.
Yeah, well, we're Texans, so we say Van Gogh. I always have to laugh when someone tries to say Van Gogh. Yeah, well, we're Texans. Ooh. I think Carrie says it right. Carrie Gibson. She says it very proper. I'm not even going to try because it just sounds terrible when I...
Well, you kind of just spit it out
Yeah,
there.
this is like a fucking...
It's guttural.
Guttural?
Guttural. Okay, I don't know. What do I do now? What do I have back here? Oh!
Petra's laughing. That's good.
Okay, here's the giveaway.
I already showed one of those.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have one over here.
Oh, so this one's mine.
Yeah, that one, I told you I had multiple.
I think we have 3 now.
Yeah.
A virgin.
So maybe, well,
virgin stencil.
so that's the other thing is whatever I send out, it may be used too. So just know that. But Carrie, she says she's listening. I was wondering if you were gonna chime in. She says it the Dutch way. She does. She says it's very proper. My ears in my mouth are not, like, they just can't. I want to. I can hear it in my head, but it doesn't come out that way.
Okay, what are we going to use here? What are we going to use?
I think she said in a couple of videos ago, like pretty recently, Petra, Carrie said it. So go over and check out. I think it was maybe 1 or 2 videos ago she talked about the Van Gogh. Van Gogh.
Okay, here we go. We're going to see.
Yes,
we're going to try something.
Ooh. We're still working on this stencil. I think.
I
don't
like it.
She loves it. I don't. Oh, and Carrie pronounces art, and I'm sure that I am totally Texaning this, is Arches watercolor paper the French way. Arche. See, Mom knew. I didn't know.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is kind of a weird netty. Like, it creates some optical illusion, this stencil.
It does, and what it creates, and this is where you're going to get some wonderful stuff.
And let us know in the chat if you do like this stencil. This might be another one that I list. I'm going to try to list them all except for our, you know, our staple ones that are just for our friends that join us in videos and live streams. You do need to keep it clean.
I don't worry about it.
I like them. Lily, it has that feel about it.
Okay, I'm squirting out some transparent orange.
Also, AKA
Number
the other cheddar.
218.
The other
For
cheddar.
those of you who's whatever's working.
Oh, she says, Tender says it reminds her of the Finnabar burlap stencil. Oh, well. Look at us competing with them. Not.
Okie dokie. So now what we're going to do here is put this stencil back down.
Especially since it takes me, you know, like an hour to print or cut a sheet. It's not exactly ideal.
Go with here. Let's go with some. I'm really loving that, so I'm not going to mess
yeah,
that
I was going to say,
up.
please don't mess with that one. It goes with these others. It has friends. Is that on the 32 pound?
Pardon?
That's the 30.
Oh, now look at that.
See, that's some good stuff right there.
That's some good stuff right there.
Now, you didn't really register properly, and it ended up over in my happy pink area, but that's fine. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, I'm going to grab one of these others that I thought was mildly interesting, but not really.
It needed some.
This is the mineral paper, which it just takes
It sounds even
paint so differently.
And it sounds different.
It does. Okay, again, very subtle. It's not screaming at you by any
But
means.
sometimes with that netty stencil, because that's what we call it, the net, you don't want to have it too bold because it looks trippy. I think. On us a little, but.
Well, I've just about gone through everything here. I didn't
Perfect.
make it to any of my ATCs, which I know y'all are really disappointed. It's like we've only been doing that for 3 weeks. I do have some that I want to show, even though she's probably going to poo-poo this idea, but I really do want to go through some of them very quickly. I have a mess here. Okay, now I wanted to gel plate these. But I did want to talk about this, and I really do want to do a full. So this is my. Can you see that? What it was is it was Christmas tree. Edges of Christmas trees that we used with this really cool paper that pulled apart when we pulled the stencil off.
Yeah, because it didn't cut all the way through.
So what I did is I don't know what
Yeah, we're getting garbledy.
we are.
Yeah, I think so. It runs a certain amount of time, and
Okay, well I guess that's it.
we'll bring the stencils back more next week. And what else were we going to do next week?
Rust.
Rust.
Because someone had requested rust, and I'm like, every time I'm going to get to it, and I never
So we're going to dedicate a whole stream.
to
That we
how
can
to-
start and
how to
finish.
stencilize your rust.
Yes. Well, and just kind of creating it on the gel plate to stencils to, and actually I could even try to create a goopy stencil. That would be
And
fun.
I really, yeah, I have some ideas for that. You know, my photograph that I have.
All right. So there we go.
We'll hold off
Oh,
on those.
Robin says we can keep going. I think we're kind of back on. Let me know, guys, if everybody's sort of still kind of in and happy and things are, maybe it just needs a little reboot there.
Reboot.
All right, well, busting back out.
Bustin'.
Okay, cool. We'll stay. If the stream is still looking good.
Nobody's complaining about it?
Yeah, we're back, so
Okay.
make it
well,
snappy there.
Yeah, all right. So, what I envision for this, and I want something a little bit more powsy-wowsy, and this is where you can really use your full strength, but I want to add some color to it because I don't want it just to be the silver. But the reason I got the silver and the seafoam was because I knew I could colorize it to my liking. Right?
Colorize it.
Colorize it to my liking because it's sort of a neutral. And then I can add whatever it is that I want to add to it to make it mine. So I put a little silver out there. I'm going to shoot a little gold in here
Was that silver?
underneath the green.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I could have sworn you just put green out there.
And this is the iridescent bronze fine.
Love that stuff.
See, it's fairly transparent.
I love that stuff.
And I need to get a new.
Yeah, they may have, like, I swear they do that, Robin. The little timeout thing, like, it kind of has a, like, are you still there? You know, when you're watching Netflix or whatever. Are you still watching? Yes, I'm still here.
Still here. Okay. So I want to pick up some of this. I don't want to pick up all of it.
Oh, here she is with her ATCs. Okay, wait. All right, hold on. I missed something even.
What?
So you have the little stencil thing. Did you tape it onto the ATC card there? Or is that even ATC
I
size?
just put it down, and then I used the modeling paste to scrape up against that edge to create that little edge there.
Oh, so
Okay,
those
you
are
see?
done.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've already been modeling pasted.
Oh, so now you're picking up. Oh, okay. Look at her doing layerty things. I was confused about what
Okay,
was.
I don't really love that because I think it's not transparent enough. So
Here she
that's
goes.
what I do when I'll just get some of this.
So this is like double bling. This is gold with iridescent.
But it's more transparent,
Right.
so it's going to get rid of some of the opacity that I've got going on there with
Well,
that.
she's a little goopy.
It's very goopy. I'm going to just go ahead and brayer off some of that.
We'll use that later.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Okay, here we go. Very light touch. Dot, 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 dot.
A little too light.
A little too light.
Ooh. And what's interesting is when the shiny or the gold or anything dries on these black cards, it'll kind of soak in a bit. Because we
It
have
will.
that one card that it was like it was really noticeable, and then as it dried, it really just.
Yeah, and Mariah, remind me to show some of the others that I have that are perfectly dry now.
Oh, do you have them over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have them within reach. I'm hoping that that's going to keep it just ever so slightly more transparent.
Yeah.
I can make some more of these if I
And I
screw.
say just rub it more on that one end, that side. Now, let's see. No, she tapped it on the flat side there. Ooh.
I don't know that I love that.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I have some ideas about that.
I do too. And the whole thing is all of these are just ones that I put back in I call them the IDK.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, see,
Okay,
there's
I
that
think
Miami Vice
this
blue.
is really awful blue.
It's the Miami Vice blue.
Miami Vice blue. I'm kind of liking that one. I don't want to do anything to that right now. This is just boring.
Oh, goodness. Just getting tappy.
Okay, see? Layers. It's just all about the layers.
Liking that.
Much, much better. Oh,
Oh.
look at that.
Miles difference. Just
You saw it when it went on.
It was Miami Vice Blue.
And now it's kind of poopy green.
You heard it, folks. She said it. I did.
I don't know.
Ooh, I like that.
I don't really like
I like that.
And I'm hesitant to do anything to this because I really do want this to be more of a pink. I lost my pink stick. There it is. Well, I'll tell you what, we've really been going through the pink today.
Hit the pink hard.
Hit the pink, which is really...
Oh, goodness.
I just picked that because it was... and I don't want to just... And this is the other thing about the transparent. This is one of my... When I did my texture plates, that's just so beautiful. I don't want to ruin that.
Is that one of the watercolor papers?
It's a watercolor paper.
So it already has a bit of texture to it.
It has a bit of texture to it.
See? That's some good stuff there, P.
I know.
You even called it.
That is some good stuff.
That was like shooting pool, and she said corner pocket, and she made it.
Here, this one. This one is modeling paste with color.
A little bit.
A little bit.
It looks like it's something kind of left over.
Well, I think it was a...
Like a rub off. Yeah. Ooh.
Now you can... And as it dries, you'll be able to see more of that sheen. And here's some more of our rocks, and I just keep working with these rocks. And
now, these are the pieces, right? Glued on. Or no, is that actually stenciled?
This is stenciled.
Okay.
I do have pieces here, I think. This is pieces.
Man, you almost...
No,
I was going to say no, because you glue... when she glues them down, they usually end up like a little rock pile. Like together, not...
Yeah, see, that's just not very interesting.
But it's getting there. See, remember, those were the ones last week that were the, like, acrylic markers and just a little bit of the yellow, I think, alcohol ink even on some of those.
Yeah, it was. Okay, see, that's not great yet, but it will be.
Now, those were glued down. No.
They're all stenciled.
Okay.
I don't have any of the glue down, so I used them all. Okay, well, I'm really liking it.
Hey, and if you guys want any of those, I will send you a little packet of the pieces, too. Like, you just have to let me know.
We scrape them off.
Yeah. Remember, you must message me, either Instagram or Facebook. I'm on both.
You must do it.
You must do it. If you want to receive a stencil, and let me know which stencil, and I will let you know if it's available or if somebody else has already chimed in. And if you want pieces, I can send you little pieces that you can glue down. Fun stuff.
Make your own rocks.
Make your own rocks.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, grab that green one. Put that green one down
This
there.
one?
That green one. Yes. That was like green. Like everything on it was green. It's all green. See, I like it when you piece it together like that.
Well, usually they're a little more interesting.
Oh, good. Petra, your brayer arrived. And Erica. Okay, so she wants us to describe the structure paste stuff. So basically, you want to do one real quick?
What?
We can.
You mean
just
mix up
or just run the
Look at
stencil, or the paste through the stencil. But all it is
okay.
either our two favorites are the the Crafter's Workshop, Light and Fluffy.
Light and Fluffy.
That's
really
Pete's
serious.
most favorite.
It dries fast. It has the best loft sticking up.
The fluff.
Okay, now see, look, that's starting to get some personality.
It's got layers.
And look at that. It's starting to look very cool. See how it works now? Now this is some colored modeling paste. And this is, I'm not sure.
But we do have also videos and things too, Erica, showing pretty much the last few weeks we've been showing modeling paste. But I'll have P. She'll do one here in just a second.
I will do one. Let me grab my small stencils because I can just put a piece of paper over this for the duration of that. And
Do you have them, or I can pass one of these across to you, and we'll just wash it.
here's
You got the fingerprint. Oh, the blop dots. We call this blop dots.
yeah. And I'm just trying to think.
Do you have one of your colored pastes? Or you could
I
use.
do.
All right.
I
So-
do, and I'm going to do it on this black card because I think visual-wise it's sure a lot easier to see.
Oh, the brand name of the Fluffy is so it's the Crafter's Workshop, and it's called Light and Fluffy. That's our favorite.
Yeah.
And then
Do you want me just to do the regular paste or color?
well, let's do the colored, I think, just because it'll be interesting, just because you'll see it through the thing, I think. So a couple weeks back, we colored modeling paste, and so that's what this is. Some,
And I
And who
originally
knows
had
what
all
it-
these written down, the formulas for them.
but she's added things.
Oh my goodness!
Let's
I don't
be
know
honest.
what that isn't. Okay, that's pukey green. I don't think Mariah would be happy with it if I did that.
She grabbed the pukey green,
Oh, salmon.
and it's very bright.
It isn't. No, this isn't the salmon. This is the kind of bubble gummy.
Cotton candy bubble gum. Girly pink.
And these.
And it's mixed with this one's the U.S. Art Supply. I'm pretty sure of that, right?
Yes, that's what I used on all of them.
On the color mixed ones that we did here. But we're just showing you that so you can see it through the stencil and see how P applies it. And then just...
The big thing is you want to make sure that tip doesn't go into those things. That's when you get into trouble.
Yeah.
And it's really hard. And one of the reasons it's nice these stencils have that wide... See, I don't have to go off.
And I cut them out this way, and I keep the, kind of wonky shape to them. Like, this is how they come.
But that's where, if you can
Have a place to put your finger.
hold it down, number one. And number two, you've got a place for your paste to go.
It's sort of like how they do concrete. You need that. You know how they set up the wood guiding poles. And there you go.
Voila.
Now hold it to the side. Look at that. That looks good. You did good, P.
And then when I talk about the clean-offs, on some of these.
Here.
This is an example of a clean-off right here.
Here.
I've got it.
Oh.
And I just scrape off the rest of my hoop-de-doo.
Also known as a palette knife.
There we go. And then I just...
Yes, Christy. I was wondering if Christy was going to chime in. Her dad used to do concrete. And there you go.
So you've got that
A
little
little
bit of
subtlety. But remember that print that she pulled earlier on in the stream? That was how she did that. And then so later on, that will actually come up. And what's funny, depending on what you've mixed in with your modeling paste, especially these ones that have some of the delusions, colors and such, because it comes back up. Some of the color sprays.
Yeah, this was. Remember, I told you this
There.
sheet.
Look at
Okay,
her
you can
finding
still
things.
feel it on this side,
So impressed.
but this has a lot of things going on there with just one pull.
So Erica did that. I hope that answered a lot of the questions there and was a... All right. Good deal.
Okay.
And I think this is probably a pretty decent place to stop. And
Yeah, I've
everybody, any more questions? Class, anyone? What are you doing there, P?
I don't know.
So, all right, next week, rusty things. That is what we want to do. If you have any questions about all of that or want to see something in particular, let us know throughout the week. laughing. That's so funny. I know. It's like P keeps coming up with new ones, and I'm like, oh my god, we are like getting like we have stencils coming out of our ears. So I totally understand. Like if you've purchased stencils over the years, I could totally understand that 100%. And now we're making our own, so it's a problem.
I just really like stencils a lot.
Yeah. And so does Lisa from Serious Hecka, because she even said in one of her last videos, too, that she almost would rather have a stencil than a stamp just because of the versatility of it. And we totally get that and agree with that 100%. Thank you, Erica. And if you guys haven't, please hit that like button on this millionth, version of the video. That does help us with the YouTube algorithm, so they don't, think that we're just popping in and out. That does help us big time. And yes, she's a big stencil user as well, and she does some cool things and makes her own. She cuts them by hand or burns them with the burnishing tool. There we go. My brain was going there. So yeah, lots of stencil using people in our crowd. That's how we roll. Next week we're gonna roll with Rust. You'll see some more of these cards. We'll probably be doing more ATCs, which we don't need to do, but we do. And Petra, almost forgot. Let's see, Night Now, watch you. I prepare some fabric. So, awesome. All right, guys.
What
cool. Yes, on the thumbs up. Awesome. Appreciate it. And I think that's it. And we'll see you next week. Hopefully, I think I now have the understanding of the settings and things and the scheduling. I hope. Dear Lord, who knows? But, okay. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for popping in and out of all the streams today. We so appreciate it. And like, subscribe, and
will be rewarded.
Yes. Remember,
PM.
Message me, and we'll get you some stencils. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.